Okay, let's unpack this.
Right.
In this deep dive, we're really sifting through the latest insights from wikiresidence.ca and Infodrone.ca, specifically looking at the first 2 weeks of September 2025.
Okay.
And our mission, basically, is to extract the most compelling nuggets, the surprising facts, and help you understand the significant trends shaping Montreal right now.
And what's truly fascinating, I find, is how these reports show a city, well, really in motion.
Deliberate motion.
Exactly, making deliberate strides in environmental preservation, urban resilience, social equity.
Right.
And the thoughtful evolution of its public spaces, its infrastructure. We'll try to connect those dots for you.
Right.
Show Montreal that seems deeply invested in its future.
Absolutely. Think of it as this comprehensive transformation.
Yeah.
We've got ambitious green and blue initiatives redefining our relationship with nature to these groundbreaking sponge city concepts tackling climate change head on.
Very innovative stuff.
And we'll also dive into the shifting landscape of housing, public transport,
Crucial areas.
and the powerful push for a stronger local economy and community spirit. It's all about how Montreal is actively building tomorrow, today.
So where do we start?
Let's start where the city truly embraces nature,
Okay.
with some really ambitious projects that are dramatically reshaping Montreal's green spaces and its relationship with water.
Makes sense.
We're talking about two grand visions here, sharing a common goal: the Grand Parc de l'Ouest
Right, the big one in the west.
and the Pôle Nature Rivière des Prairies.
Okay.
So the Grand Parc de l'Ouest is just immense.
Yeah. How big are we talking?
Over 3,000 hectares on the western tip of the island.
Wow.
That's a huge area of vital natural environments, forests, wetlands, ecological corridors.
So much needed green space.
And it's not just about preserving what's there, they're actively restoring natural habitats
Right.
and really revolutionizing water management, particularly in places like Pierrefonds-Ouest,
Important work.
and thoughtfully redeveloping sites like Pointe-Arrête, too. It's basically a massive green lung for the city.
A crucial asset.
And then spanning the northern edge, we have the Pôle Nature Rivière des Prairies.
Okay, the linear park concept.
Exactly. This isn't a single park, but an ambitious plan for a 21-kilometer linear park right along the river.
East to west.
Yep, stretching east to west. The goal is to weave together existing parks, build new bike paths,
Connectivity.
and crucially, create accessible waterfront points for everyone.
That access is key.
For example, you'll see shoreline revitalization happening in Rivière des Prairies, Pointe-aux-Trembles.
With new trails.
New walking trails, footbridges, yeah. And the creation of the Promenade Fleury in Ahuntsic-Cartierville, that's going to be a fantastic multifunctional path.
Bringing people closer to the water.
Definitely.
You know, if we zoom out a bit, these grand projects are fundamentally transforming how Montreal interacts with its waterways, its natural heritage.
It feels like a real shift.
It does. The Rivière des Prairies, maybe once less utilized, is becoming this vibrant attraction pole for sustainable development.
Right.
It's a cohesive strategy.
Right.
It doesn't just protect nature, it integrates it with urban growth,
Enhancing quality of life, too.
significantly enhancing the quality of life for Montrealers. And it mirrors the benefits we're also seeing emerge out in the West Island.
Interesting parallel.
This isn't just about, pretty parks. It's a strategic reimagining of urban living.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Montreal, the largest inhabited freshwater island in the world,
Right.
is truly rediscovering its aquatic identity.
Finally facing the water, as you said.
Exactly. The St. Lawrence, its tributaries, for a long time, they felt like boundaries, maybe just backdrops. Now, they're becoming active playgrounds, spaces for relaxation.
You really see it happening.
This shift is so clear in the boom of water sports, the development of these fantastic urban beaches.
Yeah, the beaches are popular.
I mean, who would have thought a few years back you could be surfing on the Lachine Rapids?
Oh, yeah, quite the image.
Or just leisurely kayaking on the historic Lachine Canal, all within city limits.
Accessible adventure.
And this professionalization of water activities is making sports like kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding accessible to pretty much everyone.
Good point. Where are some key spots?
We're seeing it at centers like NAVI, Espace Nautique Inc., in Verdun, KSF Montreal, in LaSalle. That's a real hub for surf, SUP, kayaks.
KSF?
And for just relaxing by the water, places like Jean Doré Beach, the Verdun Urban Beach, have become incredibly popular.
Act on a sunny day.
Absolutely. It proves Montrealers are really embracing their watery surroundings.
So the critical takeaway here, What is it?
Wow.
This profound reconnection with water. It seems like a clear winning strategy.
I'd agree.
This aquatic vitality isn't just a local amenity. It's attracting tourists,
Big time.
generating significant economic social impacts,
Yeah.
and deepening that bond between citizens and their city.
Yeah.
But I do wonder, how do these recreational developments balance with the ecological sensitivities of these same waterways?
That's a really great point.
It's a fine line to walk, isn't it?
It is, and it speaks to that broader, more integrated vision of urban planning you mentioned.
Right.
And speaking of integrated visions, Montreal is now embracing an even more innovative concept.
Okay.
Blue alleys, and the broader idea of a sponge city.
Ah, the sponge city approach. Tell me more.
It's about completely rethinking stormwater management, not just adding green space, but fundamentally transforming every urban plot into an asset against floods and heat islands.
Wow.
Genuinely mimicking nature in its urban design.
Wow.
It's like giving the city an urban superpower, turning every raindrop into an ally, not an enemy.
That's a powerful metaphor.
And this isn't some, far-off utopian dream.
It's a practical.
The feasibility, the profound benefits of these resilient infrastructures, they're being shown by cities all over the world.
Like where?
Portland, Copenhagen, Berlin,
Right.
even our neighbors in Toronto.
Right. Toronto's doing some interesting things.
They're showing that by reimagining our relationship with rainwater, we can make profound, lasting changes to how our cities function and thrive, especially in a changing climate.
Okay, but this raises an important question. Is this just an environmental ideal?
You mean, are there tangible returns?
Yeah, beyond just the ecological benefits, what's the economic case? The social case?
Well,
What seems clear is that investing in blue alleys, green infrastructure, it isn't just an environmental necessity anymore.
it's smart business.
It's looking like a wise economic and social choice. It undeniably improves quality of life,
Sure,
protects vital urban infrastructure from damage.
which costs a fortune to repair.
Exactly. And it can even increase property values. Ultimately, it builds a more resilient, more sustainable Montreal for future generations.
So it's smart urban planning with long-term dividends.
That's the idea.
Okay, let's get concrete. Give me an example taking root right here in Montreal.
Right.
The city recently unveiled Pierre Bedard Park. Mercier Hochelaga Maisonneuve. This is now Montreal's largest sponge park.
Largest sponge park. Okay. What can it do?
It's specifically designed to absorb an impressive 5,700 cubic meters of water.
Wow, 5,700 cubic meters. That's a lot of water.
It is, and it has features like pedestrian bridges, trail lighting, adapted trees, and plants making it user-friendly.
And there's more infrastructure coming.
Yeah, soon they'll add a combined sewer pipe to handle overflows during really extreme rain events.
Smart. Necessary.
But it's not just parks. La Riviere Street is another pioneering project.
A sponge street.
Montreal's first sponge street, set to happen next year, between Delormier and Parthenay in Center Set.
Okay, what are the early signs?
Initial analyses from this pilot project are already showing incredible results.
Like?
A 70% reduction in runoff water going into sewers during moderate downpours.
70%, that's huge.
And significantly improved filtered water quality, fewer pollutants like hydrocarbons, sediments.
So cleaner water returning to the system.
Exactly. Now, the initial budget for this pilot is $2.5 million.
Which sounds like a lot, but...
But case studies show that for every dollar you invest in climate resilience like this,
Yeah.
you can avoid $4 to $8 of potential damage from floods, sewer overflows.
Wow. That's a massive return on investment.
Huge ROI. It shows how Montreal is actively trying to, outsmart climate change.
Very proactive.
And moving a bit further west, another recent development, the inauguration of Devon Park in Beaconsfield.
Okay, Beaconsfield. What's happening there?
This reflects the community's strong desire to preserve and beautify a key green space.
So upgrades.
Modern amenities, innovative play areas, relaxation spots for all ages.
Nice.
But what's particularly interesting about Beaconsfield is its character.
How so?
It's predominantly residential, focusing on single-family homes.
Right, lots of houses.
So unlike the rapid densification we often see in central Montreal, residents there are actively investing in renovating, modernizing their existing properties.
Preserving the character.
Preserving the municipality's unique character while also increasing long-term value. It's a different approach to urban development, but equally valid community investment.
Interesting contrast.
So against this backdrop of green and resilient infrastructure, what does it all mean for homes, for getting around?
The foundations, yeah.
Well, Montreal recently announced a significant increase in property values.
Almost saw those numbers. Pretty striking.
They are. Average value of a single-family home on the island jumped 38.8% over the last 3 years.
Almost 40%. Wow.
Multi-unit buildings saw a huge 33.3% rise, and condos gained 22.5%.
Those numbers really reflect key trends, don't they? High demand, limited supply.
Growing population, the appeal of single-family homes still a strong investment.
Right. But if we place this in context, these valuations show unprecedented growth, but they immediately raise big questions.
Affordability being the main one.
Affordability, absolutely, and the ongoing need for really thoughtful urban development.
It's a tension.
A huge tension.
Yeah.
While a rising tide lifts all boats, as they say. How does this impact the average Montrealer? What are the critical debates now around gentrification, ensuring long-term accessibility in these rapidly developing areas?
That's precisely the challenge, isn't it?
It is.
Which means connecting people and addressing housing needs are clearly top priorities.
Has to be.
So let's look at public transport and some fascinating housing projects.
Okay.
The STM Blue Line extension is generating a lot of buzz.
The extension eastward, yeah.
And the STM recently revealed the names of the 5 future stations out east.
Ah, the names. What are they?
Well, they aren't just place names. They're meaningful tributes to history, significant figures.
Interesting.
Like, for example, the former Payam X station will now be Vertier.
Vertier.
And VO becomes Mary 2X early.
Ah, recognizing her legacy. That's powerful.
Yeah, Césaire Périssotto, Madeleine Parent, Anjou as the terminus. They all honor important figures. It reflects a conscious effort to embed history into our daily commute.
That's a nice touch. When's it due?
Commissioning is scheduled for 2031.
Still a ways off, but planning ahead.
But these stations are already symbols of profound transformation. The city plans, or intends, to build 25,000 new housing units along the route.
25,000 units. Huge impact.
And they anticipate 20,000 to 25,000 daily users.
Big numbers.
And it's not all luxury real estate development either.
Good. What about affordability?
Consider the affordable student project in Griffintown, Utiles Le Cardinal.
Utile, right? They do good work.
This aims to integrate 285 affordable student housing units right near the future Griffintown Bernard Landry REM station.
Prime location.
Le Cardinal combines modern design, huge bicycle parking, and they've thoughtfully repurposed a heritage building.
Nice blend. Who's funding it?
Funded by the SHQ, Société d'Habitation du Québec, plus the city, plus the Fonds Immobilier de Solidarité, FTQ.
Key players in social investment.
Exactly. Offering studios to 3 bedrooms at rents significantly lower than market price.
That's vital for students. When does it open?
Tenants expected summer 2027. It's a crucial step towards keeping the city accessible for students.
Absolutely needed.
Another fantastic example, the Cohabitation Project in Lachine.
Cohabitation. Tell me more.
It's a $29 million, 58-unit development poised to be a model of innovative, affordable, and really community-focused housing.
How does it work?
It's a mix. 16 condos for sale at cost.
Oh, at cost, okay.
And 42 affordable rental units. Crucially, including 26 family units with 3 and 4 bedrooms.
Those are like gold dust in the city.
Incredibly sought after. And at the heart of it all is the Maison Commune.
Community house.
Yeah, nearly 10,000 square feet of common spaces. Large multi-purpose room, common kitchen, kids' playroom, even rooftop terraces.
Wow, really designed to bring people together.
Exactly. Foster strong social ties.
A true community hub.
And finally, on the housing front, the former Montreal Chinese Hospital in Villeray.
That building's been empty for ages.
Unoccupied since 1999. The city acquired it in 2019 specifically to turn it into social housing.
Addressing the crisis head on.
Yes. And Maison Saint-Dominique is leading the project.
They specialize in housing for adults with mental health issues, right?
That's right. They already manage 7 similar projects in Montreal. They just got $50,000 from the city to kickstart studies and grant research.
So it's moving forward. A clear commitment to varied housing needs.
Definitely. Okay, switching gears a bit. Let's talk about the incredible power of local purchasing.
Buying local, yeah. Huge topic.
Not just for the economy, but for the planet, our communities.
A ripple effect.
There's a pioneering study out from Les Produits du Québec and APCO.
Oh, yeah. What do they look at?
Non-food products certified as designed, manufactured, or produced right here in Quebec.
Okay, the certified stuff. Let's unpack this.
The key findings are pretty compelling. These certified local products generate 7.6 times more pre-tax profits.
7.6 times.
3.8 times more GDP, 3.5 times more full-time jobs, 2.8 times more labor income.
Huge economic multipliers.
And here's the surprising environmental bit. They help avoid an average of 34% in additional greenhouse gas emissions.
34% lower emissions just by buying local certified. That's significant.
It really is. And there's a fascinating consumer insight here, too.
What's that?
Quebecers are actually willing to pay more for these products.
How much more?
Between 28% and 71% more for a certified Fabriqué au Quebec product, depending on the category.
Wow, from 28 to 71% premium. That's strong willingness.
Yeah, for everything from furniture, clothing, tools, health, and beauty.
And the certification matters.
Hugely. Official certifications like Produit du Québec or Fabriqué au Québec are significantly more influential than just a simple Quebec mention.
People see it as a mark of quality, durability.
Exactly. Quality and durability.
You know, a significant trend we're seeing here is how local purchasing isn't just seen as economic support.
Right.
It's perceived as that guarantee of quality, durability.
Which raises an important policy question.
How to leverage this? Exactly. How can this data guide strategies like the Inclusive Economic Growth Strategy, the SCEI framework?
Montreal's plan for sustainable development.
Right. How can it help strengthen those certification labels, incentivize local businesses, boost consumer awareness even more?
It feels like a powerful blueprint for strategic economic growth.
It really does.
And building on that, the latest commercial portrait of the agglomeration gives some interesting highlights.
What did they survey?
Over 28,000 commercial premises, ground-level visible spaces.
Okay. Looking at vacancy?
Analyzing vacancy rates by borough, yeah. Pinpointing areas ripe for revitalization.
Makes sense.
And importantly, they're integrating demographic data, immigrant population, median income.
Why?
To better understand equity issues within commercial real estate, to make sure growth benefits all communities.
Crucial for inclusive growth.
Definitely. Okay, finally, let's celebrate community building through shared experiences.
All right.
This month brings a significant cultural event. McGill University and John Abbott College are uniting for the 24th annual Powwow.
The powwow, right. Big event. Where is it this year?
For the first time, it's moving to Saint-Anne-de-Bellevue, Watson Field, September 19th.
Oh, interesting move. Why there?
Well, this co-organization highlights fundamental Indigenous values: community building, knowledge sharing, respect for tradition.
Just in the venue choice?
It's strategic, allows for greater accessibility, more parking, it's closer to local schools and communities.
Aiming for a bigger audience.
Attract a larger audience, yes. And, crucially, foster a stronger sense of belonging for Indigenous students.
That sense of belonging is so important, a beautiful coming together.
It really is. So from revitalized waterfronts and these resilient urban designs to innovative housing and a thriving local economy. What we've seen today paints a picture, I think.
A picture of?
A Montreal that's actively shaping its future, balancing growth with sustainability and community at pretty much every turn.
It feels like a city that's not just reacting, but proactively building a better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which, raises an important question for you, our listener.
What's that?
Considering all these interconnected developments, we've discussed the bold Grand Parc de l'Ouest, that pioneering Sponge Street.
Right.
The commitment to diverse social housing, strengthening local commerce. Which of Montreal's transformations do you think will ultimately have the most profound, most lasting impact?
On its identity.
On its identity and on the daily lives of its citizens.
That's definitely a lot to mull over.
Indeed.
For more detailed insights, further exploration, remember, you can always find the full publications, text and audio on wikiresidence.ca and infodrone.ca.
Check them out.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.